Now we're ready to go to our next guest. We're going to have a look at what's making news in print and online this morning. We're joined by author and ABC Radio Melbourne presenter Lisa Leong. I missed you. I was away for your first appearance, and I just want to say this is glorious.
Well, you know, in the 90s, I was this corporate lawyer and I used to wear a pinstripe suit to fit in.
You didn't wear that into boardrooms?
Sing and then I would dance. And so why was I trying to fit in? I think that's the thing.
Yeah.
So now, through COVID, we can kind of wear what we want to. And I thought for Eurovision today, I would bring out my gold sequin suit.
It's beautiful. Thank you. It's beautiful. Hey, let's kick off with this story in the Financial Review online, and it's something I understand you've spoken about before, about people bringing animals into the workplace.
So the question that we asked was, what would entice you back to the office? And we put this out, and a range of answers came back. So there were various options. One was pets in the office, clubhouse design, so more collaborative environment, or it could be team members, so friends. And of course, like all things, we got a whole range of answers because instead of one size fits all, really, one size fits no one. And so we got all of these answers back. But pets came up a lot, particularly rabbits. Michael.
Rabbits, do tell.
And I know you love rabbits, so rabbits got a vote, but actually the winning vote was Buttons the Labradoodle.
Oh, right.
My dog.
Yes. Speaking of which, how's Buttons going?
Buttons is going really well. I've trained Buttons now.
I thought you were promising to bring Buttons in. I can't quite see
Well, we can only bring Buttons in.
There's Buttons there.
Wow. There we go. That's Buttons,
gorgeous.
very well behaved, very dignified, but does wee when excited.
Oh, that's also why. So going back to the story, a couple of companies cited allowing workers to bring in dogs as a way of creating or consolidating workplace relations.
Yeah, and it's that sense of trying to create an environment where you feel comfortable. And because we've been hyper-personalising the way we work, so we've been able to adjust things to maybe working earlier in the day, working from home, wearing your tracksuit pants. And we do, you know, love our pets. I learned so much from Buttons the Labradoodle. When it's a sunny day, he just goes and lies in the sun. And I find that like a good coaching moment to actually, you know, just relax. So, and, you know, I sing songs to Buttons as well.
Oh, good.
Hey, let's turn to the conversation online and teachers. They're so fabulous. We know they've been under a bit of a stress. What's the suggestion here with the research that you're looking at?
So there's research that's just come out of the University of Melbourne, and it is about job crafting. Now, this is a really great approach for everyone in relation to your jobs. The research has got a lot of academic history. So it started in the 2000s, and it's from Professor Amy Renewski, and she comes from Yale University. And what it is that you can job craft by doing three things. There's task crafting, relationship crafting, and cognitive crafting. And they had unhappy hospital cleaners or unhappier hospital cleaners who actually saw their jobs as just emptying the waste paper baskets. But happier hospital cleaners did the cognitive crafting of, I want to help patients back to full health. And so these little changes that you can make, and the compassionate challenge is that you have more agency in your job than you think.
Yeah, what a great story. Thanks for picking it out. Hey, let's finish with Eurovision, the topic du jour this morning.
Hence the suit.
Indeed. BBC Online has a story about how it's particularly being embraced by Generation Z.
Yeah, I find this fascinating, and it got me thinking, why is Eurovision so intriguing? Why do we love it so much? I mean, in the 70s and in the 80s, we gathered as a family. We're in Australia. My mum is Thai, my dad is Malaysian Chinese, no real connections there to Europe. But we sat there enthralled with Eurovision. And so my question is, do you have a memory? Do you have a moment which Eurovision represents for you? And for me, 1981, Bucks Fizz.
Oh, right.
I will just never forget sitting there as a 9-year-old and just loving the song and willing them to win, and it was just in my sort of etched in my memory.
No, I was late to Eurovision, I must say, but then I loved when I lived in Europe and I was able to watch it in the right time zone. which makes a lot of difference.
Then it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nil Point.
ABBA 1972 or 73 with
Yeah.
Waterloo.
Waterloo. And I had
I was
the
only
poster up.
4 years old, but I recall it fondly. And of course, Dummy In. Let's not forget who in 2016, 2017, who was robbed, quite frankly. She should have gone all the way.
Hey, we've heard that Australia, Voyager, has just performed and has done well.
And it's the first time we've been represented by a band and, you know, just bringing all the different flavours of Eurovision. And that's why Gen Z loves it, because there's something in there for everyone and it's the inclusive culture as well. I just find it fascinating.
Yeah.
Hey, Lisa, thanks very much.
Thanks,
and
Lisa.
thank you for the suit. You brightened
Happy
our Friday. Feeling very dull, actually.
Have some bling.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Lisa.
And yeah, let us know whether you've got a favourite Eurovision moment or memory. You know where to find us.
I just got a text message from a friend in Denmark. It's fair to say he's a pretty prominent media identity in Denmark. He reckons Voyager has performed the best song so far over the entire Eurovision competition. So I think the Big Mo's in Australia's favourite at the moment, based on that.
Right,
They
okay.
Could go all the way.
Well, the World Health Organisation